something everybody needs to understand. The decision to drop the overnight plane was a business decision. SkyWest is a multi-billion-dollar organization. They do thousands of flights a day to cities all over the United States. They're bid under the United umbrella, United Express. United is a multi-billion-dollar organization. I think it is the largest carrier in the United States. I know we didn't like it, but losing that RON and losing the plane overnight and the morning flight, we didn't like it, but it was a business decision on their part. Didn't mean they didn't like Hayes or they had something out for us. They just had to do it because that plane could be more profitable somewhere else in their system. And we don't have to like it, but we have to deal with it and move on, quite frankly, is where we're at. We can't sit around and lament and whine about it. We have to move on. I have contacted them, and they are confident in the Hayes market. They aren't as upset by some of the boarding numbers as I am. And I've talked to their network planner, and he's actually happy with where the projections are going. They understood taking away the RON, modifying the schedule, that was going to hurt passengers. They're fully aware of that. They see still potential here, and they feel confident that this is not going to cause them issues in the next employment or next bidding period for EAS. There's money to be made in the Hayes market. They've always been very straight with me, and I have no reason to doubt them. But that being said, I'm not taking this to the bank. I don't think we can just sit around and say, well, SkyWest is happy. They think they can make money here. They think they'll be able to secure the bid during the next period. Let's just rest on our laurels. I think we need to make sure that we do everything we can to increase employments out there. A lot of people talk about other options. Right now, there are no better options for the Hayes Regional Airport, and people need to get that through their head. Great Lakes is not an option. In my opinion, you probably go without passenger service before you bring Great Lakes back in. Seaport and Air Choice 1 are 9-passenger rides to the airport. That's what they are. They're not carriers. They don't have interline agreements with carriers. You don't buy a ticket on Seaport to Los Angeles. You buy a ride to the airport. And in most communities where they come in, they either barely keep their head above water or look at Great Bend, where their passengers are low to start with. Seaport came in and they got even lower because people just don't like the 9-passenger ride to the airport. So I don't think that's a viable option. If we want a viable airport, I don't think that's an option. American Eagle is the only other really regional carrier out there that flies jets around. They're not interested in Hayes. American Eagle goes to Dallas. That's their hub. They have that route covered, and the market is saturated with Dallas routes in Garden City, Wichita, and Manhattan. If you want to go to Dallas, you can go through any of 3 of those communities. They really don't need Hayes to help oversaturate that market. So they really weren't interested 2 years ago, and I guarantee you they're not interested now. So the future basically is, if we lose SkyWest, I think we lose the viability of the airport. Right now, there's just not another carrier out there that is DOT certified to be part of the EAS program that could adequately serve our airport. So what I think the flying public needs to understand is, if they want to have an airport at Hayes, they need to utilize it as much as possible.